with these guys.
Hello, everyone, and of course, welcome to Red United TV. It's your boy Avorin Spice, and we are back at it again with the catch up, volume 149. Yes, and brand new week for us. You know, we're back again after last week's good episode. But yes, today is different, of course, because Manchester United are 2 wins on the bounce since we last spoke. Because last time we spoke, Manchester United held a 1-1 draw against Ipswich, held their own. But this week time around, Manchester United have gone from winning 3-2 in the Europa League and winning 4-0 convincingly in the Premier League this weekend. Smash that like button, guys, and share across all social media platforms as we discuss everything Manchester United, the match against Everton with the Mandem as well. I'll be introducing them to the podcast. They're just sitting in the background. I will introduce you to them. But guys, as always, remember to subscribe to the channel Red United TV. Become a member of Red United TV by selecting the perk that's suitable to you to help support the channel. Everything goes back to the channel. And remember to follow Red United TV on Instagram, trying to get 16,000 followers. And of course, follow me personally on X, and also same thing as Instagram, Avorin_Spice, and follow Red United TV on Twitch as well, man. Let me just start bringing you guys the guests the Mandem, they're in here as well. Of course, we've got Jerome here. Big up Jerome, and everyone's got smiles on their face because they're feeling Amorim. Big up Amok as well, and of course, Ems. If we can get some, where's your video, bro? Why are you trying to
get some
hide?
light when sleeping?
Turn the light, bro.
Hello.
No, we can't see your camera. You switch your camera on.
I'm coming back.
Switch your camera on.
I'm coming back.
Yeah.
Coming back.
He said he's coming back. Big up to everyone that's tuning in today, man. Make sure you guys continue smashing that like button, man. We've got so much to talk about. Manchester United winning 4-0 against Everton, against the Toffees, bro. A delightful performance. Should I say a superb man in the match performance from Amad Diallo. Of course, as well, Zirkzee with a brace and Rashford with a brace. We're here to talk about them all, man. Let me just bring in Ems. Yeah, easier. Let me get everyone in line. I'll just make sure that.
Mr. Avorin, may I ask a question?
Go ahead.
I'm just wondering. I've just noticed something, right?
Mhm.
Where's your Man United jersey? Just
Oh. It's on the sideline, bro. Just chilling,
sorry. I was just wondering.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You know, it's there on watch-alongs, but during these shows, I don't sometimes turn it on. I mean,
okay, cool.
But big up to everyone that's tuning in, man. I know you guys excited to talk about Manchester United. So much to talk about. Amad Diallo's all contract. We're hearing that Real Madrid are interested in spending 50 million on Diogo Dalot in January. instead of waiting on Trent Alexander-Arnold. I want to get you guys' thoughts on this. Well, the manager as well spoke about his new Trump, and he doesn't like it as well. But let's get straight into it because it's the most important thing. It is Manchester United 4, Everton the Toffees nil. Weather's Originals have lost against us. We have eaten that sweets up and enjoyed it. Manchester United, a convincing 4-0 win. The first time, I think, in a very long time, guys, that Manchester United have won 4-0. I think
in the Premier League, it's been 3 years.
Premier League,
three
it's
years.
been 3 years. Do you see what that means? Do you see how long we've been waiting for just a 4-0 convincing win, 2-0 at halftime, and an extra 2 goals? A dominant performance from Manchester United in the second half. But let me just start it off with my own thoughts, guys. Guys, try and avoid the players until we get to the players, man, because I'll say this. In my match reaction, I said something. I said it was a bit of a 50-50 for me. One of the reasons why, because the first 20 minutes of Manchester United against Everton, it was all Everton. Everton 79% of the ball, looking like the more dangerous side between both of us, and of course creating opportunities as well where we looked like we were slow to come out of our shell. Until the first goal came in, Marcus Rashford, a deflection that came off of and Gerard Brantwaite, who I think had a horrible game. I feel like he was actually playing for us instead of playing for Everton because he wants to sign for Manchester United. Majority of the goals that came literally were on his side. You know, he didn't do nothing. He was a horrible defender. If he was auditioning to be a defender, to be a competitor to Lisandro Martinez, I'm not convinced. But I'm sure he's going to show a lot of himself during the season as well. But the goals as well made the difference. I think with Manchester United going 2-0 up at halftime, a goal from Joshua Zirkzee, an assist from Bruno Fernandes, which put Everton out the picture. And then the goals again the second half, which I think the second half was far better than the first half because we struggled in that first 20 minutes. But the second half is where Manchester United pressed. The pressing was very good, you know, the forced errors that we forced on Everton to counter into a goal, which they were never ready for it. From Ahmed Diallo taking the ball off of Mandem twice and converting that situation into a goal. You know, as 2 assists from Ahmed, big up to him, man. Zirkzee got in 2 goals, Rashford getting 2 goals in that second half. Brilliant as well, man. I'm happy. We'll talk about the manager. We'll talk about the players later on. But let me just go around. I'm hearing a bit of background noises as well. But let me go straight to you, Jerome, and get your thoughts on Ems and Amok.
Oh yeah. In terms of the game itself, it was an enjoyable game. Like for the first one, you could actually towards the end of it, you could actually just relax and not get stressed out. And it felt like the players have been released from jail, literally over the last 6 months under ETH. And I think the new manager coming in has just been a breath of fresh air for the players, and he's given them a new lease of life. But echoing what you said, the first 25 minutes of the game, it was pretty evenly matched, and we didn't really have control of the game. And Everton had a few openings, and we were a bit shaky. And he was kind of thinking that, maybe we're still trying to get to grips, which we still are, to be fair. But some of the players weren't familiar with what Amorim wants in it, and it was almost like we just needed to get through that moment of pressure and just kind of regroup. And then once we kind of overcame that a bit of adversity in that the first 25, 30 minutes, and obviously we got the goal, which was a fortunate goal, obviously from Rashford with a deflection. It kind of eased the pressure on the team, and we could kind of just play with a bit more freedom. And then obviously we're going to talk about the players individually later on in the show. But we just started playing with a bit more confidence. Our passing was better. We were keeping the ball a lot better. We had players like Zirkzee getting into the game with good link-up play. We were creating chances. And then the second goal, I can't remember who scored the second goal now. Was the second goal?
Second goal was Zirkzee.
Yeah, Zirkzee. Yeah, Zirkzee scored the second goal, which was a great bit of play from Dallo, who won the ball off Brantwaite through the pressing, as you mentioned earlier, the good pressing. And then obviously it was laid off to Bruno, who put it on a plate for Zirkzee to score the second goal. And then when I saw that, I was just like, 2-0 in the first half. I can't remember when that last happened. usually it's just a struggle like to score a goal in the first half, but we did it. So we went in at the break 2-0 up, and then we came out all guns blazing in the second half. Dalia was on fire again, which we'll talk about later, to help create the third goal with a good bit of play, laying it off to Rashford for an assist. And then you're just thinking, yeah, you heard people saying that, oh, United were back, and that obviously we're not back yet, but we're on that road. But it was good to just watch the game with enjoyment. And then we were just in cruise control at that point, and Everton had nothing to offer. They were just toothless up front. They had a couple of openings. I think Calvert-Lewin had a chance towards the end. Good save by Anana. And then obviously we got the fourth goal. Great play again. Zirkzee, second goal. He looks like he's keeping his doubters quiet now. And in the end, the scoreline wasn't reflective of the actual game itself. It wasn't really a 4-0 game, but it was pleasing to see that we didn't have to play at our best and to score 4 goals. That's the United of old, not playing well, but still just comfortably just breezing past teams. And that's what we need. We need more of this. And now we look like more of a goal threat now. And it's good to see that we're no longer a minus goal difference and 0 goal difference and all that nonsense, because it feels like we've been in that for a year now. So it's like the players have been released from wherever EJ's locked them up, and now we can just start enjoying ourselves now. So yeah, happy days, man. Yeah, it's a good end to the weekend. So yeah, I guess what Patrick's battery died, so I guess someone else has to.
I'll bring my thoughts. I'll bring my thoughts in the game. For what I saw, I felt like it was one of them 50-50 games, like the first 20 minutes, and I felt it was one of them games. If either team took the lead, it would have been problems for whoever was losing. But thank God, I think we just we punished their mistakes, which I'm happy about, man. And I feel like I'm just sitting there thinking, these are the same players that the previous regime had, and man couldn't get them to press. This new guy's come in and he demands it and he's changed the formation. So for me, I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, what was man doing in training for why he couldn't get that intensity with these players we have at the moment? You know what I mean? But for me, I just feel like, let's just enjoy what's going on and see what happens next, man. But I do feel like we need to score more. We need to score more goals, man. More goals. I'm happy I saw a 4-0 victory. We need to keep that going because, bro, I've been seeing some drab football the last 18 months to 2 years, man. Drab football 1-1, 2-1. You know what I mean? 3-2. But it's not been. I don't know last we had a convincing win in the Premier League, and he's come in his second game for Man United, and he's what's him call it, and he's had a convincing win. So for me, I'm satisfied. It wasn't a great performance, but I'm satisfied. It's 4-0. We got as Jerome said, +4 goal difference, more than even Man City goal difference wise. So
that's crazy.
Man, it's true. If you check the tables there, bro. But yeah, man, I'm that's it. But yeah, man, I'm satisfied. But the mad test is Wednesday, 48 hours time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's gonna be a mazza still.
So yeah, Amuk, what's your views, please?
To be honest, I do agree with everything you guys said, though. To be honest, but it was good to watch us play just in a different setup, different tactics, and obviously we still got the same players. But so far, so good. It's been alright. I can see the intent. I can see the formation. I don't know if you can remember.
Mm-hmm.
It was 2021 or 22. I can't remember. I watched the play, and I did say to all the Arsenal fans to be patient with Arteta. He's got something in him. In watching our manager put up a team for the third time, it's actually good. Obviously, it's early stage. The players are going to go into these positions in new roles, and it's demanding a lot from them. As you all saw in the first half, they were actually trying to struggle. They were struggling a bit because of the intensity. They don't know what to do. And one thing I do observe as well, if the manager sees something in the midfield, especially, it's always getting up. and trying to put the players together. And I'm thinking to myself, this is something good. It's just really good to see something different for once. Because if you don't remember, all I've asked, let's see the formation. Let's see the manager's tactics. Let's see what he can do. For the past 3 years, what did we do? How did we play? But it's just good to see this team playing this way. And the players individually, I won't see the all 10 out of 10. There's some good players, some still, but it was a good watch. The first stuff was difficult to watch because we always got that mindset like, oh, is it another day? Just another weekend for the first 20, 25 minutes. But seeing the players playing collectively with the manager's new tactics, I think it's quite good. And there's something that I like about this new tactics. It allows the number 10 to control the ball a little bit, which means he's got time to, if you're a good passer, you got time to make good passes and assist more players into the game itself, which I did observe in the second half a lot. But it's a good watch. And I'm loving what I'm saying. I told Patrick how to jump on today. I ain't been on the show for like almost 2 years. Lord knows. But Hachi, football was frustrating. It's good to come back though.
Yeah.
Hopefully it stays like this. Because I mean, I'm all for the manager. I like seeing people who say what they do, and you can actually see the clear vision of what they're saying. And that's all we ask for as fans. Early stage, we don't get excited. We will get better. If the players really want to play this football, they should get better.
I do apologize, guys. My battery of the laptop died, and I forgot that the charger was gonna die soon, and I forgot to plug it in. But you know, Moke's been here for so long. He hasn't been here for so long that he forgot that I don't go by my government name, bro. But yes, guys, what a game! What a game! Make sure you guys smash that like button, guys, and share across all social media platforms, man. Yeah, man. 4-0 structure is what we're seeing. We're seeing an identity for those who are watching as well. For Manchester United, players are looking better than what they used to be. It's been a difference. Zirkzee has, I could say, come alive. Rashford is still Rashford. I don't care what you man say, but we have to give him his props. Of course, we're going to move it on because as you can see the title, Ahmed, Zirkzee, and Rashford shine. Those are the three players that we got to talk about because they won the game for us, including Bruno as well. But let's start off with Zirkzee, and then Rashford. Then if we save the best for last, Ahmed Diallo. Yes, Zirkzee, 2 goals from him, a brace. The guy's dropping deep, doing the things that he's meant to do. He's not being forced to be who he isn't from the manager. The manager has said, you go out there, you be your 9.5, the player that you want to be. If you want to drop back, just make sure you have runners. And of course, Ahmed Diallo was there to set him up. And as well, Bruno Fernandes as well was there to set him up for his first goal and Ahmed for his second goal, for him to get those tap-ins to show how effective was. How good was Zirkzee in that game, guys? It's an open forum, so anyone can jump in.
Yeah. No, Zirkzee was good. Like, I was happy to see that Amorim gave him a chance because the previous regime they just gave up on him after a couple of games, and it's not fair for a new player coming into a new country at a young age trying to settle down. And he's not being given that chance. So I'm glad that Amorim's got a rotation system in place that allows for players to be kept on their toes and motivated for when they come and grab their chance. But when he played, he was doing some great link-up play in midfield. He just made us look more composed and more technical in our play. You know, like in previous regimes, we just look scrappy. We just look like no one's comfortable in the ball and we're just freestyling and just whatever happens. But with him, we just look more neat and tidy. And I think that's the route we're trying to go. We're just trying to be a bit more controlled and possession-based. And I think Zirkzee, he brings a lot of that to the team. So he did that in midfield, the link-up play. And obviously he scored his 2 goals as well. And that's his best performance so far in the United shirt. You can see the fans are happy for him. All the doubters have gone quiet now. And I hope Zirkzee uses this as a motivation now for the rest of the season because, people are calling him Zigzag.
M's Shitzzy.
Zigzag, all sorts of names. That it hasn't even been 6 months. And people
Wait. Sorry. So
let's just give him a chance, give him time to settle, and then make adjustments at the end of the season.
Wait. Oh, sorry. Wait. What apart from that game yesterday? Was it yesterday, right? Yeah, yesterday. What other impressive things has this guy done? Man done a rugby conversion against Ipswich, and I was vexed, bro. What was man doing? Man, 6'2", bro. 6 foot effing 2, bro. Man,
actually, 6'4". He's 6'4".
6'4" even. Man even deducted 2 inches. He should be getting in the box.
Let's not forget that he scored the winning goal in the first game of the season.
It's a new league.
That would have been a 0-0.
It's a new league, like Jerome said.
Go on, Amaro. I'm going saying it's a new league. What you got to say about that?
I like him, really. I've liked him from the very first day. Obviously, I do understand it's a new league. He has to improve himself, like get comfortable enough to play in the league. And it's a young player as well. But one thing that I liked about him from the very first start is that hold-up play and distribution. Like I said, with a new system, if the players wants to get involved with the team itself, Zirkzee could save us from like a lot of things. The way he holds the ball, controls the ball, he's strong physically, and he knows how to pass. The pass they put through yesterday for Ahmed, I didn't even expect that. I was just thinking like, wait. And there was a time in the, I think it was the start of the second half. It was tight. Bruno had two players around him. He looked for Zirkzee in the middle. And I was asking myself, why is everyone giving him the ball? Because his hold-up play is quite good. And if we can capitalize on that, I think it's going to give us a lot of set pieces. He's going to score a lot of goals and get other people involved in goals as well. Me, I personally like him, and I think he just needs to improve. And yeah, if the manager can get the best out of him, it's the best thing ever. He's got two.
I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I'm sorry. I've seen enough, bro. This guy looks like he looks like an awkward footballer. And that's a nice way of putting it. Listen, yeah, bro. I looked at his the clubs he's been at. Yeah, if he was that good, why did Bayern Munich get rid of him? I'm just wondering.
No, but he was young. He was young,
man. He's only 23.
Yeah, it was like what 18, 19, 17 when he left Bayern Munich. No, who makes it?
Wait, why are you jumping?
No, I'm not jumping on you. We're not jumping on you. All right, Ems, land. Land.
Let the knives out for man.
No,
man. Let's actually settle in, man.
All jokes aside, right? Like, I'm not convinced by the man, innit? I hope he proves me wrong. That's what I want, innit? But I'm not convinced. What I've seen, live, bro. I'm sorry, man. I don't know, man. You know, I'll see. If he still says Arsenal, I'll see, what he does. But what I've seen, I don't know, man. He scares me, man. He seems like a very awkward footballer. I don't know, a bit clumsy. I don't know.
That's what you need. You need someone that's hard to understand.
No, that don't make sense.
I mean, like you said, he looked awkward. But what did you see the other day? Yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday, he was all right. But come on.
Which means
he was quality yesterday, not just all right.
Let's give him quality.
Ems thought he was all right. He was all right.
He was playing against the Toffees, bro. Let's be real, bro.
Yeah, but the Toffees gave us a game in that first half.
That first 20 minutes, I was fuming. 79% the Toffees, bro.
What I would say is that at the moment, obviously it's only 3 games, but Amorim is showing that he's able to get the best out of players that are not even his. Like, these are men that were brought under previous regimes, and Amorim's already getting them to perform. Like, put it this way, I don't rate players like Rashford, Bruno, and all of that, but he's getting them improving. Like, I didn't have a bad word to say about Bruno yesterday. We're no longer seeing.
I know.
We're no longer seeing youth balls. We're seeing a coach coaching. Players that we were thinking of scrubs. He's actually getting the best out of them at this moment in time. So that's why I'm going to give Zirkzee time, because maybe Amorim knows what he's doing with him, and E2H didn't.
Bro, why is the first thing you say here, the first two, the main culprits? That's Rashford and Fernandez, fam.
No, it's always that. It always comes. Yeah, the poster boys. Moving on from Zirkzee, let's talk to Rashford, who scored a brace. 3 goals in 2 games for Marcus Rashford. People are saying he's back. mixed feelings for me because he still plays shit to me in that game. Regardless if he scored 2 goals,
Yeah, he's not back.
His overall output of the game was poor. You know, he's still unable to link up play, still unable to bring players into positions. You know, he's not doing what Ahmed does. You know, the creative side, the going past players. Rashford lost it. Pace, he's unable to beat players one-on-one, or he's never had that one-on-one ability to beat players one-on-one. I don't think he's ever had that in his locker. But with the pace that he has, the skill sets that I've seen in the past before, he should be able to do that. But Rashford, 2 goals. Big up for scoring the 2 goals to help us win. I gotta give him credit for that. But big man, you still play shit, in my opinion. But it is what it is. I'm still gonna big him up and praise him. You know, it's just a bit of a 50-50. It's a bit bitter and sweet at the same time. What was your man's thoughts on Rashford's performance against Everton? His 2 goals.
You know what, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard that? Who sang that song? I heard it all before. Who's that?
Sunshine Anderson.
Yeah, bro. We're gonna tell you, Rashford, we've seen it all before, bro. Last 7 years, bro. We've seen it all, bro. We've seen it, bro.
Yeah, he's do the
Rashford, same shit, bro. The same cycle, bro. End of the day, he was okay, but we've seen it. He's gonna cost 5 man. Like, what is it? I heard he's got a record. What the first player to score under 6 different managers or some shit like that. Bro, I don't know if it's a good or bad thing. You tell me, but
it's a bad thing.
Listen, the fact of the matter is this man's still here.
But
you never know. Someone said he's got a new woman, so it might be a new man. I don't know. rumors, innit? Rumors, but hey, she's worth it anyway. But anyways, back to what I'm saying, right? For me is like, I don't think people should get too gassed with this guy because we've seen it before, bro. He's done this before, and I'm not having it, bro. But he's got a zigzag history of scoring goals, fam. So me, I'm not buying it. Him, if he was to go tomorrow, end of the season, I wouldn't even cry, bro. I wouldn't even be upset. I'll be happy. But we have to deal with him, brother, and see how it goes. I think it's time for him to go. Time to move him on.
Yeah, I think he definitely needs to go.
No, I think
if he scores 15 goals this season, he still needs to go. Like, he's not, because if you think about it realistically, he's not the long-term answer to what Amorim wants to do. He's not a number 9. He's not a wing back, and he's not a 10 either. So where do you play him? So at the moment, it's just like he's just being shoehorned in and improvising, basically.
Square pegs in round holes, as they say.
Basically, yeah. So basically, Amorim has to just
you might want to central yourself with your phone. Yeah.
Well, sorry. If the manager finds him a different position, likes it the way he plays, likes his character, likes him, like, what if he gets to improve himself? Because obviously, like Em said, we've seen it all before. Like, I'm not surprised. My brother said I've changed my perspective about Rashford. I said, whenever, like, we all know this though, in work, wherever we do, whenever there's a change of management, it brings panic into everyone. So hopefully this could how can I say it? See, the Rashford is so after the Euros. Hopefully this could get that panic back inside of him because the media been trashing Rashford. And we all look, we all United fans. Why we say we want him gone? That's our own. That's because we like him, but we don't think what we got planned for he suits what we've got. But football is different. Certain players don't play certain position, but managers improve players and change position and make them. I believe if it could work with Rashford and this new manager, he's got another 5 years at Manchester United. If it works.
Who's got another 5 years? Not Rashford. No, I've seen it all.
If it works.
I've seen it all. Even if it works, I think it's time for him to move on. I don't think he is the guy. One of our own or not, we got rid of Scott McTominay, who's one of our own, who's probably done more, in my opinion, than what Rashford has done in his whole entire career, because McTominay has shown and scored important goals season after season after season after season after season after season. Even though we've dissed him, we've said he can't pass the ball, he can't do X, Y, Z, but he's shown that he's been a far better player than Rashford is in his whole career at Manchester United and Rashford's whole career at Manchester United, if you get what I'm saying. Because Rashford's career at Manchester United has just always been up and down. It's like the stock market. It just goes up, and then it just strays down for a very long time. And it picks up a little bit, and it goes down.
It's the same thing you see about Rashford. That goes for McTominay as well.
And let me tell you something. Just because you're one of our own, don't mean you can't get kicked out of the family. You know, we've had a history of a lot of our own that we've gotten rid of.
If it works with the manager,
but I know it won't.
Like
I'm 100%. I know.
We should be positive.
No, I've been here before. I've been here before. We've been here before.
It's a new start.
No.
No,
We've
how
bought
many
him
new starters have
before.
we had? How many new starters have we had?
Yeah.
How many games under this new manager? How many games under this?
3 doesn't, and he's been playing rubbish anyway. Regardless, let me tell you something. Even against Ruud van Nistelrooy and Ten Hag this season, he's had 3 different managers, and I've seen the same performance from Rashford week in, week out with 3 different managers. Just because this time he scored goals for Ruben Amorim, the output is still the same. He's not performing. But yeah, but big up to him though. But let's talk about the man of each of their own. But I know he ain't the one. I'll stick with it. I've been saying it for 7 years. 7 years, he's not the one. But yeah, let's move on because of course we've got so much to talk about. Our guy, the man of the match, the star boy himself, my Ivorian brother who I denied for a very long time. You know, I took him back in, bro. I said, you know what? I'm sorry, Ahmed. Come back in, bro. The door's open for you. There's some hot food there's some hot food warmed up for you. But Ahmed Diallo, the man, the 2 assists, he deserved a goal, but he didn't get one. So and Ahmed Diallo as well, rumored to be in talks with Manchester United to sign a new contract. Let that happen because I believe he's in his final year of his contract, man. I don't know.
Yeah, he is. Right. We can't let him go.
Hey, Ahmed, I hope you're not doing a Rashford and Bruno playing fantastic just for the new contract. But yes, guys, opinion on on Diallo's performance, man of the match, and also the fact that we're in talks with him getting a contract renewed because we need that done ASAP.
I think, in my opinion, this guy was disrespected under the previous regime.
100.
He tried to put the Beyblade ahead of him. But anyways, we move on from that. The fact of the matter is, we've got a guy, he actually wants to be at the club. Man has put his hand up to play a position he probably never played in his life, right wing back, but it's working. And I feel like he deserves his new contract. I give him a 5-year deal, optional 3rd year, whatever. But he was immense against Everton, man. He impressed me. He basically flipping owned the whole right hand side all on his own, and he should have scored that chance. But we tried to do the Henry finish and went wide. But he should.
That was from Zirkzee's pass, by the way. Just putting it out
there. Hey.
That should have been a Zirkzee assist. Just saying.
Okay, all right. Listen, if Zirkzee does a thing in 48 hours against Arsenal, I won't badmouth him for about 2 weeks.
You'll get an apology.
Yeah, I'll apologize. But
Diallo.
But I think Ahmed, we got to make sure we look after this guy. We got to give him the contract because I think he's been our best player since Professor X has left the club. So we have to you know what I mean? He's been our best player. So
no, it's Professor Xavier that you did. That Bodie.
Yeah, sorry. All right.
That was a joke still.
Yeah. But anyways, I feel like we got to give him the contract. I think he's playing well, and I feel like man, he can play the right wing back easy. I had a feeling he was gonna play a left footer on the right hand side because he done that at Sporting, innit? He had that 17-year-old kid left footed. I don't know his name. I don't know. Was he Portuguese or Guinea?
Quenda.
He's Portuguese. Quenda, something like that.
Him. Yeah. So it was either gonna be him or the Beyblade, but I'm more convinced it'd be Ahmad, and Ahmad deserves his shirt, and I feel like, you know, there's more to come. I think he's got a couple levels in him, man. I think he's got a couple levels, and I think he should. I know he's playing right wing back, but I think he should try and like model his game around Bukayo Saka. Cause I think he could get the assists and go down and get the crosses in and all that. I know obviously he's still got to track back and defend, but I think going forward, I think he should try and model this game with what's his name? Bukayo Saka. Yeah,
I agree. A lot of people have compared his game to Bukayo Saka. And we like the way Bukayo Saka plays and the way he's developed. And I think, you're right. I see it similar to Saka and the ability to beat players, the one-on-one, to go on there one-on-one and beat them as well, the work ethic as well, the creativity in him as well. I believe he can be even up to his level or even better, you know. I see the player that we signed at 18 years old, who's only played a handful of games for Atalanta, that was spoke about in the academy as probably the next best thing, a world beater. I see it now. Like, it's coming all to fruition. Anyway, what about you, man? Jerome and Amok, bruv? What was your thoughts on that game, man?
I was hugely impressed with Ahmed. Hands down, the best player on the pitch. He's been given a lot of confidence from the manager, and I think he's probably the player that benefited the most from ETH getting sacked, because it was criminal how ETH was picking Anthony over him, and he was saying that Anthony was training better in training, and that's why he got picked ahead. And that is not believable. That's how you know that ETH was chatting just a load of nonsense. But obviously, back to Ahmad, he just brought a lot of energy and enthusiasm to the team, because sometimes you need that when things are a bit lethargic and it's hard to get the players up when the opposition team's playing well. You just need someone to win the ball back and, you know, get the team going. And that's what Ahmed did. He was almost like the driving force in our team. And he's growing into being one of our most important players. And to think about this time last season, you would have thought that this guy was dusted. But now he's almost like a brand new signing for us now. He's just the one that brings that spark to our team. And it's almost like he's turning into our star boy now. Like, it's not Rashford, it's Ahmed now. Like, everyone's looking at him now as the guy to take us forward. Like, when we need a goal or some bit of creativity, we're looking at Ahmed now. So I'm very pleased with him. Obviously, he got the 2 assists. He created other chances in the game as well. Won the ball back. He was just excellent yesterday.
Man, what was your thoughts on Amad Diallo, man? I know you got a couple of things to say about Ahmad.
I was quite impressed with his high press, the way he got the ball back from the Everton defenders, which gave us the 2 goals. It was quite good. Actually liked it. I've always liked Ahmed. When we signed him, I did tell Everton, Everton Spicer, I got check.
Did you just read that?
I got to see the user government name in there. Go see.
Did you really just read it?
I go look. No, but to be honest, I did tell you that I actually like him. I see vision. I did. No, you know, I don't know, like the players are different. Mm-hmm. Ahmad had something that all he need was someone to guide him through to the right path. Like, I don't know if you can tell from when someone just touched the ball from the first 2 times, you can clearly tell they're good. I literally saw that in Ahmad. His ball control is amazing. And for you to be that young, to have that control, it's very good. And I believe the thing that hindered Ahmad a little bit was the injury. Mm-hmm. We should have seen more of Ahmad last season. But thank God he waited for the right manager to come in to show us what's actually made out of. The high press yesterday was quite impressive. And the dribbling, obviously, you know, I like my dribblers. That I can't really talk about what he did. But he was very good. His hold-up play, bringing other players in. I don't know if you noticed, after we scored the second goal, he ran up to the fans. Mm-hmm. The celebration, I don't know. If you're a Manchester United fan, we shouldn't get excited, but this is a good feeling. It makes you feel, because I haven't had days like this for a very long time.
You're a very forgiving person, you know.
No, he's very forgiving, and I said it before. Amok is a very forgiving person, you know, especially if he likes you. But guys, do you feel like Amad Diallo is better? Because I said it in my appreciation post. Better than Garnacho, better than Rashford.
Yes. He just hasn't been given longer minutes than these other 2 to show he's 100% capabilities.
Yeah, because from what we're seeing from Ahmad, the output is much more productive than what we get from Marcus Rashford and Alejandro Garnacho. It's because he's a creative winger. He creates opportunities, he makes it happen, and he can play in that 10 position. And that's what we like from Amad Diallo. He can take man on, but create opportunities for his fellow teammates. Unlike Marcus Rashford, who will just get the ball, kick ball, see ball, chase ball, then pass it.
He's just a kick and run merchant.
And then you see Garnacho same see ball, kick ball, chase ball, where Ahmed Diallo is keep see ball, touch the ball, control the ball, pass the ball, 1-2 with the ball. You see what I'm saying, guys? There's a difference. There's levels to his games, like of his understanding, but I have to say, I feel like he's better than those two, and he should always be the one that should be starting ahead of both of them. It should be Marcus Rashford and Alejandro Garnacho fighting for one position only, while Ahmed Diallo holds it down. Let's move on, guys. First of all, let's get your match. Your man of the match and your donkey of the match. I don't think there's a donkey of the match because I never even got one. But man of the match, just go around before we move on to the other stories. And we'll start with you, Jerome.
Yeah, it's definitely Ahmed, hands down, man of the match. He was a driving force for our win. He was winning the ball back on numerous occasions against Everton. It would have been good for him to have got a goal. If he'd got a goal, it would have probably been a 9, 10 out of 10 performance. But yeah, I can't look past him really. There was a lot of other strong performances, but he stood out. And I'm just glad that he's been given a chance now to show what he can do. And like you guys said, he's levels above Garnacho and Rashford, and how he wasn't getting in the team ahead of those two is a travesty. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more of him. Hopefully he can help us get a good result on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. And what about you, Amok?
To be honest, I would say Ahmed as well. Like Jerome said, for me, it was between Ahmed and Zirkzee. But Ahmed deserves it. He did play good. So I would say Ahmed. I'll go a donkey of the match.
You actually do?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Ten Hag.
The guy left and he's still getting donkey of the match.
Just watching the match, pissed. That's why he's the donkey of the match.
And what about you?
Ahmed, didn't it?
Ahmed Diallo.
Me,
yeah, I have to say Ahmed Diallo was clear. He was clear. Moving on from Ahmed Diallo, of course, how important is it for him to get that contract? I don't even think we really touched on it, but it's needed. But let's move on because we've only got a couple of 15 minutes left until we end the show. Lenny Euro is set to return back to the squad. The manager himself said it in today's press conference that Lenny Euro will be in the squad. He's fit enough now to return in the squad. How much exciting news is that for you guys? Because I know he'll probably be on the bench, but he won't be starting. But how great is it for Lenny Euro to return back into the squad and get some minutes now?
He would have. Yeah. Oh, go on, Amok.
Squad depth. At least the manager got the opportunity to change formation or rest of players. And obviously, under the new manager, he's a young player, 18. I think he's gonna grow. He's gonna grow into a role good, and I think we should give him a chance because obviously he's young. He might make mistakes. He's not a world-class player yet. Just coming back from injury after the pre-season would be nice though. Hopefully, he can back up with a nice performance as well.
Do you know who I'm going to blame for his injury? I'm blaming Erik ten Hag because apparently he was rumored to be injured and the guy's persistent to playing against Arsenal. And guess what? He returns against Arsenal. The team that he played in preseason that got himself injured is a team that he'll return to. And Erik ten Hag played him injured and he aggravated that injury. And that's what Ten Hag does for you, man. He just makes the injuries worse. I thought Oli was bad at that. At these kind of things, but Ten Hag was the same. He just refused to change players, refused to rotate. You look at our team now, like Ruben Amorim sees when players are tired, he takes them off. 60th minute, he doesn't even waste time. He doesn't wait till the 70th or the 80th minute or the 85th minute to take off a defender for a defender when we're losing. So, like, there's a difference, man. There is a huge difference. But let me get takes from the other guys as well. Jerome and Ems, your thoughts on Lenny Euro potentially returning?
Yeah, he's going to be a massive boost for us. I hoped he would have come back a lot sooner, but it's perfect timing for us because I think Martinez is suspended on Wednesday. And having Euro back, it kind of pushes the other players further back. Like you've got players like Lindelof and Maguire, they're going to be pushed further back now. Now that we've got an extra defender that's going to come back into the fray. Yeah, I'm excited. He's a young, exciting talent. Obviously, it's been well documented that Real Madrid were interested in him as well. So for us to get him ahead of Real Madrid at a young age with so much potential, it's an exciting signing, and I'm looking forward to seeing him. And he's someone that's used to playing in the back three as well.
Yep.
So it shouldn't take him long to adapt to Amorim's system. So it's almost like that signing was tailor-made for Amorim.
I think so too. Like I said, I told you, man, that Manchester United were interested in Amorim from what I've read as well.
Yeah.
He just wanted to do one more season at Sporting.
Yeah, literally. They just had to push it forward, didn't it? Because of the collapse on the ETS, you just had to just say, you know what, we need you now. So,
I look at all the signings; they're all potentially tailor-made for Ruben Amorim. The signings that we made this season, in Mazraoui, a fantastic defender, fantastic player that can play wing back in both flanks as well, and also he's discovered a new position, right-sided centre back as well. So and you got Delict, who can play in the free, who's a leader, who understands Amorim's system as well. I don't think he's going to struggle. Lenny Yoro, who's used to playing in the back three as well. The signings that we've made, tailor-made for Ruben Amorim. You know, you feel like Ineos said, you know what, we know you want them as well, but we know that Amorim wants them, Ineos wants them, Ten Hag. It's okay, we're gonna sign these players. We just wanted to see if he was okay with it, with the thumbs up, but we don't really care whether you're okay with it or not.
Literally.
We're gonna go with it.
You know the funny thing is, someone said, I know this is a bit off topic, someone said that Agate was signing for Amorim, and you know what, I actually believe that now. And
you know
the reason
why
I believe that, because EJ stopped playing him. He
bought him. He bought him and never even brought him in.
Yeah, literally. So yeah, I think Dan Ashworth, he was onto something, literally. So yeah.
No, he definitely was, man. But I'm glad to see him return. Last but not least, our manager as well. He's also said he doesn't like he's Manchester United. Trump. I think you guys have heard his new Trump. I'm not too sure if you have.
For who?
Ruben Amorim.
I haven't heard
There's a new track. If I remember from the top of my head, because I heard it already.
But he doesn't like it.
Ruben Amorim. Ruben Amorim. La. He said that I don't like my chant. I feel a bit embarrassed because I'm a coach. They have to chant for the players and the club. I understand. I really appreciate the connection with the supporters, but I want them to support the team and the players because they are on the pitch and I'm outside of it. But I am really honored about that. And I feel the connection with the supporters, but we know what we need the result to maintain that. Ruben Amorim as well has caused fan what's the word? Fan affection, of course.
Fan fever, I think.
Fan fever as well, and affection as well. We all are somehow just grown to just like this guy. You know, I read a tweet that saying that I feel so good. Amorim has changed my life. I feel like wearing chinos and white trainers every day. You know, it's what I have to say. Is like I'm happy with this guy. I don't know what you guys are feeling when it comes to Ruben Amorim, but I see a difference.
Yeah, I'm happy with him as well. I can't even lie. I know it's early days. I don't want to get too gassed, but so far, I got no complaints. He's rotating the team. He's not continually playing scrubs, and he's keeping the team on their toes. And that's all I can ask for. The other manager was just running players into the ground, and we're just getting injuries left, right, and center. But now I think we're going to get some common sense now.
Yep. J Haas common sense. That's what he said right there, man. Guys, let me get your final thoughts as we round up today's show. And make sure you guys watch the match reaction that was uploaded yesterday. Back live for the Arsenal game on Wednesday and obviously the weekend. I will set up the stream for you guys so you guys can click on the watch, save it onto your watch later list or whatever you call it. But yes, let me get the final words from the mandem. Ems, let's get your final thoughts.
Yep. Oh, my final thoughts is in general. I mean, for me, we got to take one game at a time. Even if we lose to Arsenal on Wednesday, we shouldn't be disappointed. I think we just, because in there, I feel like secretly we might have to write off the Premier League season, in my opinion, anyway.
No, you can't. We're 4 points behind top four. You just never know.
Can I finish?
No, you can learn. I'm just saying, innit? I know you're still. Sorry. I done a depths. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Don't worry. No, what I'm saying, obviously, not to write it off, but I mean, he's gonna experiment in it with his players in it. So obviously, I'm saying let's go for it. But we shouldn't be expecting miracles and hoping, yeah, we should get top 4. Obviously, we're only 4 points behind City, whatever. But the fact of the matter is, we need to be realistic and say, bro, these players are poor. So we have to, obviously, you can't work magic tricks, as the old manager says, but just make sure that, you know, we have a fair chunk. If we got a fair chunk of the season, I still think we could win 3 cup competitions. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I said I don't want to write off the season. I said maybe the league might be difficult, but the domestic cups and the Europa League, I think we can win all 3 of them, if I'm honest. So yeah, that's what I just really want to say, really.
And Amok, what's your final thoughts?
I would just say, like M said, take one game at a time. But I like the optimism about everything, and it was good just to watch the team play for structure and been able to execute some of, not 100%, but at least 50 to 60% of the manager's tactics. Special very fair. Like it.
And Jerome, yours as well?
Yeah, just to echo what the guys said, yeah, you've got to take one game at a time. Obviously, it's good that we're getting results now. And yeah, we're not going to be the favourites against Arsenal and Emirates, put it that way. So I'm prepared for a defeat. But even if we lose, I want to see progress. I want to see players understanding what Amorim wants. And I'm basically want to look at the bigger picture. So as long as I see improvements game by game, win, lose or draw, that's all I can ask for, especially in the Premier League. But the Europa League, I hope we can really go for that, because looking at the teams in the Europa League, apart from Spurs, really, we should be beat. If we're playing well, we should be beating the rest of the teams. Like, not to sound arrogant, but I've looked at that and I just think who's really should be beating us. So focus on the Europa League and focus on progressing in the Premier League, and I think that's what Amorim's gonna look towards.
And for those who don't know, Manchester United have drawn Arsenal in the 3rd round of the FA Cup away at Emirates. So that's our first game. We always draw a Premier League team majority of times in FA. That's been the history of Manchester United. But my final thoughts is for those, as always, like as I said for the guys, we're gonna take it one game at a time. You know, and look for improvements. You know, we will win some, we will lose some, and it is what it is. I'm ready to get hurt as long as we play well. That's what I gotta say. For those who are tuning, make sure you guys smash that like button, share across our social media platforms. This has been the Catch Up podcast, and we'll see you next week, Monday. Again, we go again, and make sure you guys tune in on Wednesday for the Arsenal and Manchester United game. Hopefully, Manchester United can get a draw, win, lose, or draw. I'm still in for the manager because it's a process, and of course, make sure you guys join in for the watch long this weekend as well. And next week, Monday, 8 p.m., we're back at it again with the Mandem. As I always say, guys, peace and love, and God bless you all. As always, remember to keep it united, and remember to keep it Red United. We are out. Till next time. Peace.
Big up.